Hello. That can be the first. Ralph, catching lunkers. What's happening, dudes? Daryl, Frank the Tank. I should have. Hello, AJ. How are the muffins? How is the muffin man? South Florida today. Eating one as we speak. I guess it's too late for lunch. It's like a midday snack. I've gotten to where I almost snack so much all day I don't even eat dinner. I've bought myself some Christmas Burnsies. That's a good gift to yourself. I'm trying to think if I've ever bought somebody. I think I've bought Jody. I bought Jody Bates before to give him for Christmas. Uh, which reminds me, y'all need to remind me. And this year for Christmas, for a camper stream, maybe I need to get Jody back over here to tell the story of the prototype Ed Chambers bait. Chris, we had battery issues, so we lost a lot of time and wasted a lot of time in an area that we couldn't get out of, so it didn't go so well. We had fish, but just we needed to upgrade and we couldn't go anywhere to do that. So Ralph, the Little Debbie, um, the Little Debbie craze is somehow still a thing. I guess it just moved to TikTok. Everybody that has got new eyes, but yeah, guys still cashing in on the Little Debbie bait thing, which I don't know how, but uh, made baits for people for Christmas. That's pretty sweet. Um, yeah, somebody else, a buddy of mine from down here, sent me a link to the TikTok video. It was like, what the fuck? Whatever, dude. Whatever. If you want to sell Christmas tree cakes, go for it. I'm over it. 5-footers. Ooh, not good, Darius. Was there was nowhere to hide? Johnny, that's a good feeling. I need to organize all my Burnsies into one box. Now I have them strewn across multiple boxes and multiple walls and multiple everywhere. So I need to combine them so I have one box of treasure, one treasure box. I was looking at a picture of that. I guess it was a deep SB1 that I did in that crawl. That thing was wicked looking. I was going through my phone, I saw a picture of it, and I was like, dude, that thing is very badass. Very badass. Made me proud of that one. Do you mix your OG retro baits with your? Yes, yes, I do. I used not to. I used to have a wood box and I had a plastic box, but I don't carry that much stuff with him anymore. So I make day boxes, and they're just everything. Let's see. Here's my tackle bag. Frogs, spinnerbaits and such. Oh, where's my crankbaits? Where's my clunk baits? Yeah, I just got random stuff on top of random stuff. Random stuff. So this one, we have Burnsies. Oh no, these are, I won't be able to show it. We got Deep Baby Ends, a Burnsie, Burnsie, Lucky Craft knockoff, BDS1, Burnsies in here. This is all Burnsies right here. These are all broken Bagleys that have been repaired. This is mostly Burnsies right here with a random Lucky Craft fake. Burnsies right here with a few Edders and a Bagley in there. What's in here? DT6s, a Bagley, Lure Jensen Speed Trap, a couple Burnsies, some Bagleys. Normal stuff. Not normal, but just stuff I like to fish with. Here's a box. It's got a little Burnsie popper in it. This I have to send to somebody else. A tomato shad. Have I not done one? I haven't. I thought about it like the last 2 times that I was going to do it, but I felt like I had like done that too much, but maybe I haven't. Oh, go figure. Well, that's what the majority of that box is. If you really take a peek in there. I might not have. I might just be tricking myself into thinking that. Morgan? Because I literally, every time I like sit down to paint, I'm like, tomato shad wouldn't be so bad. And then I don't do it because I'm like, I've done that a couple times already. But maybe I haven't. Never painted tomato. Wow. Maybe it's just because I paint it for myself so much. Harbor Freight's a go-to, dude. They got all the goods. What else? Wow. I wonder how many I have in here that I've painted for myself. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. It's like a quarter of this box is tomato shad. That's pretty funny. There might be more if I dug, but yeah. How about that? Whoops. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was keeping them all for myself. Sorry. Where does this go? In there somewhere? You pull one out and you dick the whole thing up. Oh, there's a little bomber. Look at there. That's pretty sexy. Burnsy, I think it's time to call the lip maker man. We gonna need the Queen of Hearts bill. Oh. Oh yeah, those are real good. They're like Pelican boxes. Way back on like some of the original burns you did way back before launch. Yeah, probably. Like when I was in Austin, I might have done it back then. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I guess it's all running together. I'm surprised I haven't done it on a Bagley yet. But I've got like 5 or 6 of those Halloween Bagleys left. The Jason ones. And I was looking at them. I was like, I'll probably just pull those out again, resand them, and paint them for me. Because I want them this color. I want them to look like this. Or tomato shed. I'll just do maybe, if I got 6, I'll do half that color, half tomato shed. Maybe I missed that thing. I can think of one thing. Tennessee shed and one green. Yeah, those were sexy. That was like, I feel like that was like one of the, it wasn't one of the first, but it was like, it was, I feel like in that era, the sex appeal jumped up. Like that was when I started to really sexualize the burns. No, I didn't run out. I just don't want to try and hawk Halloween baits during Christmas for crumbs. I've still got probably 50 left. Yeah, that was pretty much the only thing. That was also, though, I feel like that was right after Ed passed, and that was all anybody wanted anyway. Like, if you could just make an E1, something similar, people wanted it because they wanted anything that was E1-ish. I think I'm a little late for Thanksgiving this year, AJ. I didn't do any gobbler baits. I didn't do any gob baits. The Tennessee Shed and the root beer. The original scales. I was looking at one of those a couple days ago, admiring its beauty. Dude, I'll tell you what I threw Saturday morning. It was a real weird bite. But I threw the damn That guy. And it still amazes me watching that thing dance. Like I started twitching it, and Huntley was like, "What is that, dude?" Don't worry about that, bro. Uh, Lightning pink is an underutilized color, I think. You know what I've been wanting to do, and now I think I've got the paint to do it. I had it before, but I want to do. Maybe I'll do this on something else. Uh, I want to do a neon. Uh, I want to do a neon tomato shed. Like, you know how the shoulders are kind of green. I want to do like neon green with a pink stripe and like chartreuse belly, and then do like gold scales over it, black back. That would be sexy. That would be wild. So I'll try that. Maybe I'll repaint those Jason baits to look like that. Probably should have done that in the first place. Neon is always a good idea. The bass see neon and fluorescent the best. I can see that. There must be something to that. Like if you've seen a bait, like you see it in big baits, it's probably a lot harder to see in little baits. But like that, like this bait, people talk about uh, having like the neons like glowing. Um, if you throw this bait in the water and you reel it in and you look at it right under the surface, it has like this aura around it that's like this yellowy orange glow that's like an inch and a half all around the bait, and it's like it's surrounded in this bubble of glow. It's the weirdest thing ever. Um, but I guess it has something to do with how those neons like reflect or whatever. But I'm sure it does the same thing on smaller baits. It's just not as easy to see as it is on like something like that. But they definitely glow. They definitely glow. Which I think certainly helps. That's why the methylate floating worm works so well. Something, something. Methylate swim bait works. And AJ's methylate topwater seems to work. Uh, Outside of muddy water, I think bass see way better than we give them credit for. I can agree with that. Like you gotta think, like when you really break down bass fishing and like how oddly specific a bass can get about color, action, all of that things, and like things that you have to change in order to like get a fish to bite. It's really wild that like a fish just like sitting in a tree, you can throw a crankbait by him and it does nothing. But you can throw like a different action and a different color and that fish is all of a sudden like a different fish. Like that's pretty advanced something. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously they're not, I guess, that smart, but something's going on. You know what I mean? Mickey's bone glows? I bet it does. Are you sure it's not your bone when you get a Mickey bait? I think that's what you meant to say, that your bone glows when you get a Mickey bait. I think half of our problem is the bass see too good. When they have optimal seeing conditions, the bite's the worst. You mean like clear water and high bluebird skies with no wind? So you don't think it's necessarily a pressure thing, you think it's a visibility thing. It's an interesting take. I'm not opposed to that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, certainly shallow. I guess it's a matter of like where you're fishing, but I don't know. I think when you show them what they want to see, then you want them to see it farther, but otherwise English translation of that makes it good. Hello, Brian. It's a very strange puzzle you have to put together. Um, it's fun, but it's also it's maddening because it always leaves you asking yourself why. And the problem is we can't talk to bass, and we'll never know why. So I quit asking myself that. I just cycle through enough shit that I think will work that I can maybe get to the answer I'm looking for, which is catch a fish. But we'll never know why. Spinnerbaits, deep or shallow? It really is incredible how picky they can be or not. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes they just want to eat whatever hits the water. Sometimes you have to present it right. It has to be the right bait. It has to be the right color. It has to be the right everything. And that makes the difference in you catching jack shit or having a successful day. Shallow. Come on, Darius. Darius hit the bank. He pulled an old school page out of a Bassmaster magazine and said, when it's windy, it blows the shad to the banks. Pull out your spinnerbait and go fish the wind. And they were right. They were right. Is there anybody else out there today, Darius? Brian got the new DeWalt Impact jamming on stuff this morning. Brian's already out there going grrr, grrr, rattling impacts, disturbing the peace. I also think action over color. I think they have specific actions that are keyed on way more than the color. Yeah, I tend to. I don't know. Like if I'm throwing a bait that I think's the right action, I'll change colors before I change baits, and then I'll start changing actions. But my 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 base model, whatever I'm using first, that I think is appropriate, I might make one color switch and see if that makes a difference. And if that doesn't work, I go to a different swim profile. But I think a lot of cranking is. I think a lot of crankbait fishing is what you're doing with it. Like you almost need to be in the front of the boat. Like back boating, it's hard to crank right because it's a multi-cast thing, and it's a specific cast thing. So I would say almost as important as action, color of the bait. I think the cast is probably, if not more important, more important. Because like Saturday, like I caught some fish cranking, but had I been on the front of the boat able to make specific casts, no, I could have caught other fish that I didn't get to cast appropriately to. Um, when the water is cold, it really shows what flat sides are legit. Yeah. I need to do a. It'd be fun to do like a comparison of really cold water and go out there and throw a. I don't know. Something big. What is the top 3 go-to crankbait search baits? Shallow, or just if I don't know what I'm going to fish? Chris, it was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Well, the first 2 hours were fun until we had boat trouble. Not a bad gift, Brian. Top 3 go-to crankbaits. That's a toughie. That is a toughie. Probably like a Hellcat. Hellcat and a Root. I could probably do fine with those two. And then like I don't know, 200 series Bandit. Yeah, that'd be hard to say, but I would typically have those all like pretty much 12 months out of the year. I would not stray too far from those. I would probably take one off, and like one of those 3 would not be on, and I would change one of them for something. Um, yeah, RC 1.5 is hard to beat. I don't have a Fritz side. I know that works, but no blings are touchy. Yeah, blings blings are Definitely catchers. A trap and a shad wrap. I never got on the shad wrap kick. I never got on the shad wrap. I probably don't throw a trap as much as I should. It's like the trap is like a mainly a wintertime thing. But there are times, like when I throw one, it's gonna be in the wintertime. But there's some times post spawn and in the summer where I don't know. I guess the fish are suspended, but you can catch them on a trap and they won't bite anything else. And it's a way I hate to fish a trap. You just throw it out there and reel it in, which is typically the last way I throw a trap. That's what I hear, Clay. Now, here's the $1 million question. Why do you think that is? What makes that bait special? Speaking of flat A's, Kyle, I've got 6 in there. I stripped down to clear that I'm going to paint tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty close to me, Morgan, except you replace your little eye, and I would use like a root of some size to replace the little eye. Or is the little eye got a square bill? Daryl, I thought about doing some sun perch, but they were going to be non-conforming sun perch. Hello, Nasty Nate. But the Fritz side is possibly a JDM knockoff. You know what? Wouldn't surprise me. Little eye, yeah. Now I remember that one. It's got a little body, but it's got I feel like a strangely disproportionate lip. Morgan, you're good with Ira baits. What is this one? What is this one called? You know this model? Hello, Scott. It's not a Pluto, I don't think. Pluto's bigger. I think that's a Pluto. I thought a Pluto was this. This is a Pluto. It says it on the bill. This is a Pluto X, actually. So Pluto, I believe, is his like B2 style. This one is, it's kind of DT6-ish. I don't know what it is. what it is. I ordered them off Etsy years ago. I'm trying to think of the name. I know it. It's on the tip of your tongue. Kyle, do you have them marked? Pinch is smaller. I need to get Ira on here. It's Uranus. Uranus. Yeah, I think we need to talk to Ira. I wonder if he talks. The mystery bait. Maybe I just need to get Ira on here, and then I can say, Ira, what is this? I think he made a round bill called the Little Annie. That sounds kind of close. Morgan, I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. Where's Ira at? Who I need is Eric. Because I need Eric because these baits I'm putting up are about to get painted bone unless that dipshit tells me what color that he wants them. I'm waiting. These were supposed to get painted today, but I've been dragging around because I don't know what color to paint them. Little Ann. Little Annie sounds better. Well, we'll just ask our next guest. Our Carol, come on. Yeah, I saw that, Darius. But still, I asked him yesterday. He's had plenty of time last night to send a text message over. All Faded Dolphin. All Junebug. Does Ira still sell through Etsy? Is that the way you get his baits now? Is he still an Etsy seller? Little Ann. If it's not an Iwan, both same body, different bill. A pinch? I don't think it's a pinch. I think they said it's smaller. The pinch is smaller. Poor Eric stuck with Travis in the Great Reset. Is it time for that? Is it time for the reset? So now that we have some eyeballs, What is the most convenient time for me to list these Burnsies on the website? What would be the most convenient time for y'all? Tonight? Tomorrow? The next day? Right now? Tell me. We got lots of campers in here. It looks like some bait shop has a big one of them. 4 a.m. Friday. Is that Black Friday? Probably try to beat that craze. AJ, do you do that? When he tells us it's not the little Annie, we would just flame him in the comments and tell him he's wrong. Tonight, no hella tonight. I don't have anything to sell for Black Friday. Unfortunately, I could Black Friday 6 Jason baits, 50% off, so I don't have to repaint them. But I kind of want to. Oh no! Do you Black Friday shop? Like, do you wake up at the crack and go stand in line for the deals? Frank the Tank, that's too long. You have to leave your country and come to my country down south between then and June. Scratch your itch, bro. Buy 3, get 12 for the wacky bands. I'd be okay with that. AJ is not standing in line at 4 o'clock to get the deals. He just waits for them in his email. AJ, I meant to tell you, I'm with you on these, on the flat ones. They're better than their domed ones. I do like these flat ones better than my previous flat ones, and I like these round ones less than my other round ones. These flat ones are good. I definitely concur that I would like to return my other ones, my round ones, and get the more flat ones in this brand. It's a weird number of baits, Builder Dude. You don't have one of his big ones, like his 3s? One of these? A C3? Come on, Morgan. You know what baits those are, Builder Dude. Some of Eric's shit that he won't tell me what color to paint them. So I'm about to pass it to the Builder Dude and let you pick. Bobby, you must have been sleeping. I got this bait on eBay probably last year or something, and it was in the bowels of eBay. Must have slipped through your greasy little palms. Cool bait. Yes, and I thought that was an odd number, Burnsy. Now that I've been putting them on sticks, I've been sitting here and I was counting them. I was like, this is strange. Why would I buy that crap? Because it was cheap. I didn't know what it was. It was cheap, and I want to see how it swims. Ran out of wood. You know, Builder Dude, the more I do this, the more I feel like an idiot doing it. Painting these baits. Ran out of wood. What's up, Vince? Did they Builder Dude, did they tell you why where the wood's at? What's the hold up on wood? Hella, somebody tipped me off. Don't worry. They are cutting the trees as we speak. The 1.5s are a great bait. It's like it's a good like universal size. He's behind processing orders. Damn. So he has the wood. He's just trying to get through his stuff. Sounds like he needs to hire some help. Sounds like he needs some associates. A one-man show. A lot of them do, BBC. You just can't put that on the package. Um, Morgan, what was the problem? Was it not sexy enough for you? Were the colors not sexy enough for you to reach in there and go, yeah, this is coming out? Yeah, I'm about to whip this thing out. I'm about to whip this thing and I'm going to crank it so hard. They have Black Friday deals on wood, Builder Dude. Haven't seen any paint shops doing blowouts for Black Friday. The regular 1.5 will have a shorter lip and a line tie in the nose. What is that one? The ones we do are typically in the lip, right? So the ones you're doing with the backup wood, you say you're going to put those in the nose? So that's going to be a different bait. You have to call it something different. Should you use it on this shit, Burns? Fucking Eric. I bet I can get that one with the line tie and the lip to maybe 6. That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. Trust the builder, dude. We'll have to. You have to make that one like a different name, like 1.5x or 1.5 ball sack or something. The one with the line tie on the lip. Scott's got it down to 8. What pound test would that be on? So, if you're looking to do some shallow cranking with the 1.5 with the line tie in the lip, beef your line up. 15? Dang, dude. 8 foot with 15. That's pretty strong. 1.5 ball sack. Has a nice ring. Painter dude, let's do that 1.5 ball sack again. I need more. Okay. I need more than ball sack SRs. I don't, Clay, I am very anti-snap. My trust is in the split ring. And I know they say there's Japanese snaps that are good and that you can trust, but I don't trust any of them. I have trust issues. I trust a split ring. And I don't trust, like some people do, tying in the slip in the slot. There's guys that'll tell you that's the only place to tie. It's the safest place to tie. Not for me. Scott's against snap. My man. Scott knows it. There's no use. The only thing that a snap should exist for is a chatterbait. And I don't like them on that. I wish there was something else. But it's what we got. That's probably where I could make my millions. Make an alternative snap for a chatterbait. I'll delete this after I say it. Exactly, AJ. That's why I'm going to be living on an island when I sell all of you a replacement snap for your chatterbait that you can lay in bed at night and have sweet dreams about. The ones I like, AJ, are the my favorite one for a chatterbait is an eagle claw. I don't know if you like those or not, but no, maybe it's these. I think it might be these. Bass Pro Shops ones. They're pretty thick. They're a little thicky. They're pretty tough. And it's got enough of a nib and you can bend it over, which is what I typically do. I take the little stub, the little ninny, the little nip sticking out, and I'll bend it over. Yeah, the wire's pretty heavy. I never had any issues out of them. Bobby said, "Did you say free fishing stuff? Send it to me." Bobby, I'm glad you weren't down here when somebody had, Lou Childers had Lou's manufacturing down here across the bay forever, and you still see his stuff pop up from time to time. And when it does, it's like thousands of stuff. And he had some hooks made for something, and they had like 50,000 hooks or 100,000 hooks or something just in boxes. They look pretty good. Um, I think that's the move. Ream the holes, done that a little bit. Done my fair share of that. Because you got to do that to accommodate the top sticking the thing through, and the size of the snap. And that gets annoying when you can't fit your snap in the hole because your snap's too big. You know what I mean? Your wire is too big. But having some tuning issues without the split ring on. That's weird. So you put a snap, a split ring, and then the eyelet. That's a lot. That's a lot of connections. That's a lot of wigglies. BBC's anti-snap. We should do a poll. Let's see. We got 21. How do I do a poll? Start a poll. Snap. Snaps. We got one vote from Bobby. Decoy V snaps. I bought a bunch of snaps, tried them, hated them. Now they sit collecting dust. Not a fan. Just another thing to fail. That's how I feel about it. And I don't trust their termination at all. I'm sure that some engineer could convince me that like the way the line pulls versus like the way the wire's bent, that it's got like so many pounds of pulling pressure and you're not going to straighten them out or whatever. But I don't believe it. I also feel like it's also snap has always been something that's like snagged whatever free ranging snot, like extra, it just like grabs extra stuff floating around out there. Gator, that's smart. I use a snap until he figures out what the juice is, and then he ties direct and goes to damn, he gets down to damn business. Gator, not those, not the speed clips. Dude, I bought a pack of those, and uh, I think I shredded it before I ever went fishing. I think I bought some of those, and I like when I tie a knot, I'll wrap my hand around the line, grab my bait in this hand, and I'll check it. And I think I did that with a speed snap and straightened it out, unraveled it. I cannot. I'll trust Uncle Frank on a lot of things, but I will not heed his advice on the Norman Speed Snap. Those are terrifying. I don't trust the loop knots either, Chris. And I think I had I think it's from childhood trauma. I think I tied on one of my favorite baits with a loop knot going to give it some more action. I threw it out there and a fish bit it and my knot broke. So from then on out, I had like this thing burned in my brain that loop knots were bad. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Brian. Like any kind of stuff floating around seems to be a magnet to a snap. Face your fears, embrace the loop knot. No thanks. I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. That's my thing with a loop knot. I don't know that it's like I don't think it's helping me more than it hinders me. I think I'm okay and I'm safe with a regular knot. I don't think it adds enough bites to my day that it's worth my peace of mind. Let me hold on. I'm going back. Are you talking about between me and Frank on the on the uh, on the speed clip? Oh, I will take my ability to push tackle to the limits far exceeding his. So, yes, I would take my advice over his as far as a speed clip goes. Anything else besides painting, fishing? But I have ripped speed clips to shreds. But I also crank differently than him and throw like set up my gear differently than him probably. He probably cranks on light stuff with light rods. I do the opposite. Johnny, you don't need to experiment with a loop knot. Don't let them influence you. Gator, that's what I feel like. They either work for how you fish, like snaps are either for you or you're a snap guy and they work, or you're not a snap guy and they failed you. That the two guys with 4 classic trophies are crankers. Who's got 4 classic trophies? Van Dam, Clunn. Van Dam doesn't snap. Clunn doesn't snap. I don't snap. I'll probably go back and read some old Bassmaster and see like a picture of KVD putting his 1.5 on a snap at like Louisiana. Does Mark Davis snap? I don't know any. I could see Mark Davis snapping, but I don't think so. I'm sure there's probably like I'll tell you who strikes me as a snapper, Charlie Hartley. I could see him snapping. I could see Fritz snapping. We need Tim Maynard here. Tim could tell us. Bobby, you ever seen David Fritz throw a snap? That would be a great question to poll guys. Like, I don't care about guys now as much, but like the old cloth, I would like to know. Keith Combs, no, there's no way Keith Combs is snapping because he's throwing stuff too big for big fish. There's no way he's got a snap in there. Snap on a wiggle wart. It's the way they came. It's the way they should be thrown. Christie consistently throws. That might be a weight thing, though, Morgan. Fritz absolutely does not snap. Scott asked him in person. So we got Cranking Guru number 1. Rick Clunn doesn't snap. Van Dam doesn't snap. Fritz doesn't snap. I think we just debunked the snap. Who else? Who else would be worth noting? If I had to bet on Jason Christie throwing a snap on specifically on a Rogue, I'm thinking that's a weight thing. Maybe I'm crazy, but Kevin Short, there's no way he's snapping. So we've got Frank Scalish and we've got Bobby Balsa and Burns, the snappers. And that's fine. It's not for everybody. Not for everybody. Clay, if you need split rings, I'll send you split rings. Which my box is getting a little shy, but these right here have never failed me. They're flat wire, so they're a little stronger than your round wire, and it's like a good all-purpose. I don't know. I know in millimeters it's like a 6 millimeter, but I don't know what size this actually is. Maybe a 2, what they consider it. Yeah, it's a 6 millimeter OD. Can't see. It's about a 4 millimeter ID, maybe a size 2, but they work good. Clay, send me your address. Scott likes them. Good. Just making sure I wasn't crazy because I love them. I think they're great. But Clay, if you need some, I'll send you a damn Ziploc full of them. I need to reorder these. The problem is I don't know where they came from. I know where they came from, but the person who ordered them for me was like a sticker maker. BBC agrees. He likes them. But yeah, this person I was talking to over in where land messaged me and said, "Hey Stanley, do you need anything? Do you need any of my services?" And I had bought something from this person before that was like, it wasn't stickers, but it was like they sell like promotional kind of stuff. And they asked me if I needed anything. And I said, yeah, I need split rings. You got anybody that sells those? Oh, it's the person that I bought my wacky bands from. But they, like I said, they sell stickers and like bags and like T-shirts and like shit. You like if you need to like do promotional stuff, you'd contact them and they'll send you the whole keychains and all that kind of dumb shit. So they messaged me and was like, "You need any stuff like this?" I said, "No, I need split rings." And they said, "Show me." So I showed them, sent them a picture, had my little caliper, and I said, "I need split rings, black ones, flat wire, 6 millimeter, 4 millimeter ID." And I don't know where they got them from or who they called, but they got them. Like I said, I hope that wherever this person got them from is still available. I'm going to see, but I'll probably need to call them and see if they'll send me a sample of them to make sure they're the same. And then if they do, I'll order a damn bazillion of them. He makes them? That must be a labor of love. Did Amart use a snap? I could see Amart using a snap for like certain baits. That wouldn't surprise me. I could see him having some very specific things that he would throw a snap on. Order them again. Scott wants 10,000. I think the last time I tried to order them, I was going to get them to package them and just put them in like 100 count bags. And I think they told me they weren't in the packaging business. So, yeah, because the Speed Trap came stock with a snap on it. I think I remember seeing that picture when he did a day on the lake in Bassmaster. He was throwing that red metallic Speed Trap, and it was in like January or February when Amart was fishing. It was cold, and he caught him on that Speed Trap, and it did have a snap on it. No, I don't. I have no clue who makes these. I have no clue who makes these. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, Wigglewort came with a snap. Speed Trap came with a snap. I'll probably sit here and think of some more, but oh, whoops, missed one of these. I missed a Bernsey. What kind of hooks you need? Bobby, I think the high-end baits come with them, so you lose the bait and then you have to get another one because they know the snap's going to fail. They're setting you up, bro. Yeah, the only chatterbait I knew to not have a snap was the Strike King. I think Strike King had one with an oval split ring. And I've tried to fit oval split rings in a regular chatterbait, and I can't do it without dicking up the wire. Section of sewer line replaced. Ouchie. Bought thousands of hyper wires. That says a lot, Scott. I didn't. I guess I need to be a little more. I didn't realize that these were like I thought they were good, but I didn't know they were like that good. Maybe I'll just order all their sizes. The plumber. Pure poison. Yeah, that's it, Darius. He knows. He knows. The plumber will hammer that ass. I think I'm about to sand these, Builder Dude, and paint them. I think I'm about to paint the Burns prototypes. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. I think that's bad mojo. That pure poison always seemed to run super shallow. And I'm sure there's probably people that love the pure poison because of that. Like, I could probably utilize the pure poison down here, like later in the spring when the grass gets up. Let's show how many people voted. All right. 50-50. We're split. 18 votes. Letter Builder Dude. What was the what was that Strike King bait that had the ball sack on the bottom? That wasn't the pure poison. No. What was the one with the ball sack on the bottom of the blade, where the weight was all on the blade on the bottom? Anybody remember the name of that? Tackle Gurus? I've forgotten. Strike King bladed. Let's look. Maybe it hasn't been discontinued. It's called the Rage Blade. Apparently, you can still get them. The Rage Blade, tour grade Rage Blade. So, a little tip about the Rage Blade is a Rage Blade is pretty damn good in wood, whereas regular chatterbait wants to hang up a lot. Rage Blade, pretty weedless. I'll leave you with that. They do have a purpose. The Rage Blades aren't trash. They might not out jackhammer a jackhammer like in open water, but they will in a tree. Ask me how I know. So that's my tip of the day, for what it's worth. The Berkeley Slaughter Knocker seems to come through wood well, but I don't think it gets bit like a jackhammer. So it's coming up time when the patent expires, when it's going to be free range chatterbaits. What a time to be alive. Just think when all the homemade chatterbaits come out of the woodwork. Slobber knocker. I have a slobber knocker. I haven't thrown it though. They extended it? Oh no. Oh no. I thought it was going to be a free for all. The next great bait? I don't know. There's a million things that could be. Shouldn't need it for a while. Till all the forward facing fish get tired of eating conventional stuff, then you'll see one that triggers forward facing fish. AJ, when do we get to have a free for all on cheddar pieces? Marty's translucent balsa. Maybe. Dude, how funny would that be? Can I get in trouble for that? If I come out with a ABS bait and I call it translucent balsa, can I get sued for false advertising? Invisible balsa. That would be effing hilarious on the package. Transparent balsa. Ghost balsa. Yeah, I think that's what would have to work. Color or type of material. Invisi balsa. Ghost balsa. Ghost balsa composite material. I think that needs to happen. For me, it would be a new material that makes baits more durable, but action close to balsa, still nothing. If you made your own chatterbait, would you call it the chatter piece? Yes, probably. Probably. If I made a buzz bait, it would certainly be the buzz piece. But I think, didn't somebody do that? There is a composite balsa. It's called foam. It's pretty close. Pretty close. Oh yeah, I mean, you got to think there's probably guys, all these companies sitting on chatterbait designs, and 6th Sense has probably got 10 of them. Theirs are made, molds already, sitting there collecting dust, waiting for them to say, go for it. I did, Johnny. I would like to get more into it, because I feel like we've been limited a little bit on that, to what you can get. Stanley Baby Wedge. What about it? No, I need to take my. It's a back burner thing. It's too much work. Too much work. If you could get them from China, it would probably make sense. But like me putting little, because I'd have to order everything new, because my swivels don't work on that size bait. I have no blades that would accommodate. I would have to have blades. I would have to have swivels. I would have to have beads. I would have to have everything new just to make a little bitty spinnerbait. Like if I could get China to make it, and like send it to me packaged, I'd be okay with that. But like as far as me sitting around putting blades on a baby wedge, that ain't happening. Johnny out of me. I mean, probably, but then you have to have the time to actually do that. Original Big O's didn't come in packages. Egg cartons. Hold on. I just bought another Big O on eBay that stated it was wooden, so I called the guy out on it, and he said I thought it stated that on the package. Johnny, I don't know. I don't know what the timeline is. But anyway, all right, let me get out of here. I got to get some more. I got to go pull some baits to paint and get them ready for tomorrow, so I can get in there and blast. The Big O reproduction is not bad. I might have one over there in the package somewhere, but I feel like I should have a Big O somewhere. Maybe not. Anyway, am I putting Burnses up tonight or no? Y'all tell me. I do have to make pumpkin pies. Gator just had to put up some pipes in his ground, so he's out. Yeah, they're not all campers though, Bobby. Do it tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's fine. I have to make some BBC. We'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's fine. I keep thinking tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but it's not Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving at the Beans school. Clay, you don't pay for your friends, bro. You're out. Gator, this is the foil. That one. Shiny foil. Tomorrow's good. Okay. All right, dudes. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a good one. I'll keep y'all posted on the how the pumpkin pie goes tonight. I think I'm gonna bake 3 of them. If I got extras, I'll throw some in the camper box with the baits. Y'all be good.